Hello everybody, and welcome to another episode of Angelika's Journal. I hope everybody's doing well. Today's video, we are going to do these altered books again. I'll just review what I've done so far, and then we'll take some scraps and start covering the pages. Decorating the pages. I am going to do some gluing, and then over the weekend or Monday, Tuesday, I will keep doing it, even if it's just a few minutes here and there. And then when I come back next week, I'll show you what I've done. I'll do a little bit more, like something different with you, and then I'll do some more behind the scenes, that kind of thing. So right now, I'm just going to show you where I'm at, which is using decorative paper to cover the pages. Some writing we're going to leave, some we're going to cover. There's also stenciling and stamping and whatever else, Mod Podge with tissue paper. There's all kinds of stuff. So I'll show you one example of each of those things. And then I'll do behind the scenes, and then I'll do another one with you, and then I'll do behind the scenes. Today's video, this is going to be the only one for today, and I'm just going to give you an update where I'm at, and I'm going to cover some pages with you. Next week, I'm going to start. I work on it every day, even if it's just 15 minutes, so that when I come back to you, let's say maybe Wednesday, and then again on Saturday, or, like Wednesday, Friday, and then the following week, it'll be like a Tuesday, Friday, or I don't know what. Every time I come back, though, I'll have something else done. And if I can do the videos short enough, I may put two of them together, because I'll do just a lot of clips through this process. All right, update. So this one, I finished gluing all the glued pages. Now this is the glue book, right? The one where the pages are glued in. So I'm going to call it Altered Book Glued. So now I just have to tape all these pockets down. Everything that needs to be glued has been glued, other than the pockets, because we're going to cover this or stencil or stamp or something. And then we'll do this flap, and then we'll glue the top and the bottom. Same for the angled ones, like these guys. Well, we'll do this one because it's a double. So, I will just cover like this upper part, cover this, basically this part, further down from where this edge is, but this strip I'll do, and then I'll do this cover one, and we'll cut off these flaps here, and then we'll glue this one down there, and a little bit up the side. And then this one, same thing. Oh no, we don't have to do the binding. Just like the bottom. So this one, I would glue the top, the side, and the bottom. Glue it down. Oh no, wait a minute. Not this. Wait a minute. You know what? This needs to fold down more. Not a very big pocket to put something in. So this one, I'm thinking I might just do the bottom and the side and leave this part open. Wonder how it would look if I did it the same here, like this one, but more out. How would that look? Oh, that's different. But no, I like this one. Maybe just, I don't know. I don't know. I've never done a double like that. Maybe we'll put another pocket here and then it'll be 3. 1, 2, 3. Anyways, so basically that's all I need to do now is to decorate this, maybe the upper half, glue this down, and decorate this. You know what I mean? That's where I am at on this one. Other than that, look how the book closes. Now, this binding is about 1 1/4 inch, and here it's almost touching. So that's nice. That's going to leave me a lot of space to fill it up. Even if it ends up a little bit bigger, that's fine, right? I'll use a ribbon to tie it, and like that's a good amount taken out. Now, as for the signature one, see how this was even more apart. It was like this. And I'm like, no, that's not acceptable. It's got to be closer together. So I went back through it, and I had glued down pages. So this is a double page, and this is a double page. But I went through it looking for these double pages where the signature is, right? So on one side of the signature, there was this double page. The other side of the signature, the binding, was another double page, right? Because that way it gives it strength when you put stuff on it, or if you have pockets on it, it gives it strength, right? So I ripped this side out, and then I ripped this side out, and I did that twice. There's another double page, double page. So 2, 4, 6, 8. This is 8 pages I removed. Then I had a couple of single pages. These are back to back. So I guess there was a signature where I had not. Most of where the binding was, what I did was these two I glued together, and then this with the next one I glued together, so that these centers were double, and it would give the seam more strength. And then if I decided to do a pocket on this side and a pocket on this side, well, then that would then become 6 pages that are all together. Just to give this stitching some strength, right? But anyway, so I took 2 more out. So that now makes 10 pages I took out. 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. Then I found 2 folded pages that were part of the stitching. Was it this? Nope. 9, 8, 9. Here. 8, 9. Where are you? Right there. Page 8, page 9. So I took this out because these were double pockets. There was at the beginning of it, I had done a double pocket on this side and a double pocket on this side, like the sideways pocket. And so when I came across it, I'm like, oh, I don't have to have a double pocket, because I didn't know how many I would be able to take out. So this is just to explain that even when you're done or you're almost done, you can still take more pages out if you need to. So I took out this much more paper, 12 pages basically, and then it closed a little more. So I don't know. Once I stop it, it might still not be enough. There's a big clump here. What's going on here? These are a lot of... Where's the signature in this? Oh, this is the signature right here. Okay, you know what? I think I'm going to take this one out too. Now remember, this is a double and single. I took 3 pages out there. Oops. That wasn't my intention. Hold on, I better check. That's a double and that's a single. Yeah. Oh, gee. I didn't want to take that many out. There. Now, I did take it out of the middle. And just so you see what the difference is, when you take it out over here, it doesn't show here. But because I took it out of the middle, see the stitches, how loose they are? let me stand up. There you go. See how loose it is? No, up there. Those are pretty loose. And that's why I don't like taking it out where the stitches are. I like to leave 1 or 2 pages and then take it out from the back, because this is now really, really loose. And I'm not crazy about that. But anyway, so this one's a little better now if you compare the two of them. I know one book is taller than the other. Let me try and hold it up and align them there. Yeah, so the brown one is still a little bit bigger. And how are the bindings? Oh, here, it's easier this way for me. 1 1/4. And this one's also 1 1/4, right? Yeah, so they have the same binding, but this one has more pages out than this one. There, if I squeeze it. See what I mean? But I'm leaving it there. So I took out 12, and then I just now took out 6 more. So I ended up with another 18 pages being taken out. So the glued in book, I'm happy with keep 4 pages, take out 10. Keep 4, take out 10. Keep 4, take out 10. Okay, note to self. I like that. And this book, just for future reference, I believe was a 575 page book. So, yeah, if the book is thinner, 1 1/4, 575 pages, glued in pages, keep 10, remove, or no, keep 4, remove 10. So the next time I do one of these, I do have another Reader's Digest. That's what I'm going to do. This one. Rip pages out, not where the binding is, not here, but back here. And then keep 4, and then remove everything else from that signature. And then in the next signature, keep 4 pages, remove everything else from that signature. I think that is, either way you're keeping 4, and I believe I said there was 8 signatures here. So that would have been 8 times 4, 32 pages. And then you're gluing some pockets and stuff. So I think that would be good. And then how many pages was in this one? Oh, this is the one, 575. What was in this one then? 326, 328. Keep 4 pages per signature, 2 on either side of the signature. The binding of the signature, and everything else in that signature, remove it. All right, hopefully I'll know this is the video to refer back to. Now, these do not get rid of. You can use them, and in fact, yeah, we'll do that when we do that book. Okay, so we're not going to do this one right now. We're going to do this one first. So now, I want to glue this down and glue this down. Actually, you know what? Let's start in the middle just because it's easier. Now, remember, some of these pages didn't glue down properly. I don't care. All right. What did I pull out? I know it's around here somewhere. Okay, these are my scraps. And this is some kind of stuff too. Let's turn it around. And then my bookend. No, I wanted it like this. Okay. And then I have a whole bunch of these different colored. I have this kind of, these are all 6 by 6. I pulled them all out because I don't know which one I'm going to use. So I'll put this pile on the bed, and then these in the plastic. There's a whole bunch of them. All of these. So that'll go on a pile on my bed. And then I got some origami paper. With these, I was thinking like this kind of thing. You could still stamp on it. You could do some painting, stenciling. Yeah, it's kind of stenciled already, but it's fine. And then I have these things, which I got in a pack from Amazon. All kinds of stuff. And then I have this light bright paper. I like that one. So now, if we measure, we basically need 5-inch, 4 3/4 inch by that 6, 7 1/4 inch. I don't, my 6 by 8s are cardstock, so that's going to be too thick for this. Don't forget, on pages like this, if you wanted to, you could put a bag in here. It has a little notch for a pocket. What else do I have? Could put an envelope here. But we got these pockets. But just because you have those doesn't mean you can't add something like this. And then maybe I'll do some paint in the back. And then just like this. And all you see is it was the poorest spot he'd ever seen. But in some ways, and it says planet here. Yeah, you want to read the words as you go too. Don't forget, I also have these 4 by 4s. So where I don't need big pieces, I can use something like that, right? Maybe bring it in from the side a little bit. Could do that. No, I don't like it. It's too white. I like that one. I like this kind of abstract one. I like this tie-dye one, which is similar to that. What else do I have in here? Oh, this is all, ooh, look at that. Sun and moon. Can you tell I like color? What else? Ooh, you got a darker version too. Okay, what else do we got? Got some leaves. Oh, there's these flowers. Ooh, I love this one too. Yeah, I think that's, oh, this one's nice. There we go. All right. Let's put these away. What else do I have? Oh yeah, we got strips too. So I do have a bin of scraps here, a black bin. I also have these strips. So these strips you can use for, these are the paper strips. And you can use these. Okay, let's just move this to the side. These are for the corners. Now for these strips here. You just cut it down to size and you can put this strip there. And I have other ones too. See, I have this one. And this one. Then this one. And then a brown one. Alright, so let's just start. There was one in the other book. This book, it's been fine. Maybe because the pages are thinner. But in the other book, there was one double page that actually opened completely. So I switched to art glitter glue to finish that book. Just so you know. Alright, so let's do this one. We can use the strips on this one. Let's go with all the pink. Alright, so this has pink. This has pink. And this, or this. Yeah. One is busier than the other two. Alright, so now, where'd it go? I need my clips. That's not it. It was a double pocket. A double side pocket. Oh, I had it all figured out. No, more in the middle. A double side pocket. There's one, but that's not in the middle. Oh, there's one here too. That's not in the middle. Oh, well. We'll just do this one, I guess. I need a clip. Oh, wait, I got my weight. There we go. That'll hold it in place. All right, so now, move my mouse. Move these little papers. All right. So this is going to be the middle one. This will be the inside. No, actually, you know what? I like that way and then that way. Right? Because this is a whiter, actually maybe because it is a whiter base, I should go this way. I'm just thinking of when I put something on top of it. When I put something on top of it, like Will stamping and that's why I wanted this in the middle or at the end, because it's less likely, like if you do anything on it, it's less likely to show. But you know what? I think I'm going to go like that. Like, no. I want the pink back here. So we'll go with that and the pink. Because what I might do is with my page edging punch, I might go through it because it'll add another dimension to this. And then the pink in the middle. And then this here, which I can stencil on. I think that's a better plan. All right. So all I need to know is the height of the page. Where's my bigger ruler? I have a bigger one. Oh, right here. So we'll go with 7.5. I might have to trim it. Okay, first I'm going to do the 7.5. keep that. If they're a good size, don't throw them out. And then this is just to make the edge better. I don't like this cutting board. There, just to make it straight. Okay, now let's see how this works. See, it's a little bit long. And I like the idea of it being in the inside of the page a bit. Yeah, so about 1/4 inch I can cut off more. Just a small sliver. No, that might have been too small. There, 2 very small, make a 1/4 inch. Let's see. It's still a little bit. Okay, now it should work. Yeah, it's better. All right, so now I'm finding that I don't know where the edge of the page is. So, yeah, no, the glue stick's okay. But I am going to mention, I do think art glitter glue is better. Note to self, use art glitter glue when you're gluing it together. Or maybe a tacky glue or something. This glue stick is fine. But in some cases, you could end up peeling it back. I hear it crackling, like when you bend the page. Oh no. Because if the glue stick is not sticking, you'll hear crackling. All right. It's fine. Whoops. What the bleep is going on with my glue? There we go. All right. So, let's glue this down here. Oh yeah, I wanted to put something underneath. That thing. There we go. Because then you see the edge of your page. See, it didn't glue straight on this side. Oh, here's a slight bit off too. So now when you do this, you can make sure that you cover it up. You go right to the edge. Now also keep in mind, if you wanted to, you could fold it over too. As long as you're covering the gap. So this is covering the gap. See? I could fold that over. And then you wouldn't even see that it didn't glue straight. But I'm not going to. I'm just going to glue her down. I'm going to stick with glue stick and see how it goes. You know, I didn't even check my time. I was going to do the, gee, another one that's done. These ones go by so fast. There's one more scented one. This one's grape scented. All right. Go as close to the edge as I can. Yeah, a little bit more up. There. Okay. Now we got to glue this one, so I'll move this board over and we'll glue this one. Now, what did I say it was? Or here. I've seen people on YouTube that do junk journals that do it this way. Whoops. You have to be able to hold it in place though if you're doing it this way. And then they just fold it right where the edge is. And that way they know where to cut it. Something like that. All right, now let's see if it worked. Did it work? Yeah, look at that. Nice. Okay, now do I care for the ruffle at the other end? No, because it's going to be covered. Now, do I want the ruffle on this end? See the ragged edge? Oh, the only problem with that is when you go to put something in the pouch, the other one isn't as long, so it could get caught between the two of them. So yeah, we don't want to do that. We want to do it this way. I am going to shorten it though, because it's not that wide. I don't need that much there. So I did it 1.5 inch, and that should be fine. Okay, and there's still room for more. Okay, now this one we're going to do the 7 inch again. Right? It is 7 inch, isn't it? Seven and one line less than 1/4. So 7 1/4 is there, and then an ever so slight less. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I didn't push down right from the beginning. And I got this side still attached. I don't know if that was straight. But whatever. And then this goes on here. And I need it a little, well, this is the ragged edge. So we're going to go like that. And then fold it right there, and then that's where I need to trim it. And that trim is so tiny, it can go in the garbage. And there we go. Done. So I'll glue this and this, and then that double page is done. So I'll glue these on. I'll do it with you on camera. And then I'm going to turn the camera off and continue on. Yeah, sorry guys that this is only going to be one video this week. As you know, my daughter got married on Tuesday, my oldest. And it was a beautiful wedding. It was amazing. It was nice and small. It was almost like a family dinner. That's how small of guests, like they didn't want a lot of guests. They wanted it to be more intimate and more, you know, comfortable for everybody. And so I think we were 25 people, maybe 30. It wasn't many anyways. And that's the same kind of wedding that I had with their father. It was the same thing. I think we were like 30 people. And, you know, it makes it a lot nicer, more comfortable, more personal. You know, you have time to talk to everybody. You know, if somebody tells you something that they do that you find fascinating, well, there's plenty of time for you to, you know, talk to them about it. What do you do? How is it? What's it about? You know, it's like more personal. When you have 100 people or more, it's just, it's a crowd. I don't like it. Like, I don't have a choice sometimes, but I just don't like such big crowds. I am more, you know, like small groups. You can talk, you can socialize. I don't know. I prefer it. Anyways, hold on. I'm looking for my edger. These guys. Maybe I'll put this one along the edge here. It could be that one, but... And this one would be stronger because it's a triple. It's a triple page. But I kind of like that one. And like we all know, I don't go by any theme or anything. I just use what I have and have fun with it. Okay, I'll do this after when it's dried. I can even do it once it's glued down too. Because, you know what I mean? Like you're just doing it on this edge here. Like that. So you put it on the notch there. There's like this part's elevated. And you just slide it on there and then punch. And then you align these things with the holes. And then you do your next punch. And you punch all along. For those who don't have one. Just so you guys know and understand how it works. So I usually start in the middle. Which I think you're supposed to start on the bottom. But whatever. See there? I'm not putting it on the floor this time. I just finished vacuuming my floor. Okay, so now you would line up the holes. See there? You line them up. And you make sure this is all the way. And you do it again, and see, there it is again. It does this, the two every time. And this is why I'm slow and I take my time. Because, why am I rushing? Okay, so now, we'll align this one. And here there's nothing to... And there you go. And then we come this way. And then we align the paper here. And then this, you match up the pattern. There. And sometimes you can put ribbons on the edge or just don't do anything on the edge, right? You got options. All right, so now, nope, that one. And there we go. And then the ends, you can do it again. Or you can do like I do. Just take your scissors and then follow that. That's curved down that way. And then this one, it's just that one here. Snip. And I'm okay with that because you remember, it's not supposed to be perfect. I could have aligned it and then did another one, but I don't want to. Anyway, so there you go. See? I don't know if that helps any. So the edging is done on that one. These are glued down. So now the only thing left to finish this page is to glue the sides, which would be my art glitter. And I do have to fill this up, which means I got to clean it. And then I've got the old one that I've got to strain. So that's going to be fun. Make sure it's all nicely glued down. Yep. All right. So we're going to, oh, I wanted to cut off. Well, you know what? This one is not a lot of extra. This one has a lot of extra. And if you don't want to, you don't have to, you know, like do that. Like cut off the extra if you don't want. I'm just thinking if you know, if your book is a lot of pages in your book, you, this one was okay. The other one I might not want to leave the extra, but in this one it doesn't really matter. Oh, and I never did glue down this thing on the inside because I kept it on this one. I didn't glue it down, but oh well, whatever. You don't have to. There we go. And that just takes away bulk. Plus it gives you more supplies, right? Supplies to be used. But, yeah. So there's that. And then we got to go down this way. Top and bottom. There we go. Okay, and then what else am I going to do? Could put a sticker, could put a flower, could do some stenciling. What else is there? Do I have anything cute in here? She'd be pretty there. What else do I have? I'm just looking in my cutouts here. Oh, I got some scraps here too. That looks interesting. That goes with this color. Okay, what can I put on top of it? And use that more like a frame. Maybe, oh no, that won't work. This alone would work. And then I could put a stamp or something. I don't know. Well, here's from my advertisement from the Vintage Books. Across the continent, we have the honor of appearing in his popular caricature entertainment. Oh, and those are the dates of where in the world. Calgary, Northwest Territories. So let's see, Calgary, Alberta. Oh, this is interesting. October 14th. Yeah, I think I like that. I just don't know. This background is not the greatest for it. Any more skinny long strips? Vintage stuff. Montreal star artist Henri Julien. And it's been cut off. Oh, it's because it's this side. Okay, how does that one look? Belleville welcomed to her distinguished son March 12, 1895, Premiership of Canada from Belleville Schools. I like that one. So maybe this book is going to be Canadian history. Where's that other strip I saw? No, it's too much. I just don't know the background. It would have been better on one of the other backgrounds. This background, I don't know. It does stand out though. Maybe I should put a little bit of pink around the edges. But that fits better. All right. We'll assume that that is what I'm gluing on there. And then I can just decorate it. Or what you can do is just cover your pages. And then when that's all done, then you come back and do this kind of stuff. Because then you're in that mindset and you can do a whole bunch of them. You could do a collage here or something. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to cover all the pages, decorate the edges if I want to. And then, oh, look at this one. Dr. August Koenig's Hamburg Drops for the Blood. The Great German Remedy. Toronto, Ontario. Cool. But that those kind, because they're skinny and long, advertisements would go nicely. But anyways, I'm going to leave you here. I just wanted to show you where I'm at and that I have to take some extra pages out of the other one. So I'm going to do this one, the glued signatures, or not signatures, glued in pages. I'm just going to do this. I'm just adding color to the pages. So I'm going to do a few random ones with glued paper. And then my next video, I'll do some stenciling and stamping, you know, and all the other options. There are ways to cover. Like there's acrylic paints, there's watercolor, there's all kinds of ways. Napkins. Anyways, when I come back, I'll have my list done up. I have it around here somewhere. Probably behind my door. There's a whole bunch of pockets behind my door. I bet you it's in there. Anyways, and then we'll do other techniques. So I'm going to do a few more of these in here and I'll show you next time. But this is the book we're going to do the pages. And then we'll put them all on the desk and we'll do covers. Because the covers I don't do right away. I do find a book cover of some sort, either created or in this case the altered book cover, or if you get a book, you know, that's your cover. So I do the cover and the pages and signature them in. So covering these pages is part of pages. I don't have to bind them in, sew them in, because it's attached, but I still have to decorate them. Not decorate, but like prepare the pages for the decorations. So cover and pages. You'll see what I mean. Every book, the way we do it, I have a different sequence. Not that it's a different sequence. It's just, yeah, you'll get it. You got it. And everybody's different. Not everybody does it the same. So I will let you go. If you enjoyed this, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe. Comment down below, because I love hearing from you guys. It's nice to hear your ideas and opinions. And then it can expand my horizons. And remember, do what makes you happy, and everything else will fall into place. All right, everybody. Oh, I didn't finish telling you about my daughter's wedding. It was great. It was beautiful. A lot of nervous people, but very happy. A lot of teary eyes. The garden was beautiful. It was perfect, beautiful, wonderful. I can't say more than that. It's just, it was great. But I'm not going to put any pictures on here unless she says it's okay. We're still waiting for the photographer's pictures. She said it would take 4 to 6 weeks. So we have to wait to get her pictures. And some people took pictures. Scott took a video clip. And so I don't know if I'm going to post any of it, but I just wanted to let you know everything was beautiful, wonderful, fantastic. Had a great time. A lot of silliness, a lot of fun, a lot of laughing. And yeah. Take care, everybody. I will see you next week. Have a lovely weekend. Bye for now.